What's good, guys? Welcome back to Ron's Rides. Welcome back to the channel, and welcome back to another video where we have a beautiful 2020 Maserati Gransport, and this is in a beautiful Emozione. That is Blu Emotion in Italian, and you really sense a lot of emotion when looking at the metallic flake of this paint. It looks incredible. I want to show this off to you guys because I'm here in the back of Maserati Alfa Romeo of Daytona Beach. And if you guys want to see, actually a Alfa Romeo Stelvio just got sold and is being detailed at the moment to be delivered to the customer. Now, with that said, we are actually very short on Levantes. This is our third one, all right? This is the last of 3 that we have left, and we actually pulled this one from somewhere else so we could have one to sell. That means we had 2 of them left, and now we're down to just these last 3 because of the fact of the pandemic and not being able to have vehicles shipped over to us. We didn't have the inventory. The pandemic really slowed things down, so vehicles weren't delivered to the dealership. So with that said, once this one's gone, we only have 2 more Levantes left in our inventory. So, you know, with that said, let's check this thing out. Now let's talk more about this beautiful Levante because it is something gorgeous. But it's not just about the looks, it's about the practicality and performance. So let's talk about the performance. You guys know these engines, right? Twin turbo 3-liter V6 putting out 424 horsepower with the SQ4 model. That brings it up to a top speed of 164 miles per hour and an acceleration from 0 to 60 at 5 seconds. And that's with the all-wheel drive here with 428 foot-pounds of torque. Now you do have the 8-speed ZF transmission with this as well. When you're talking about fuel economy, well, you don't get these for the fuel economy, but you do get 17 combined miles per gallon with 15 city and 21 highways. So this engine definitely hogs up a lot of gas, but premium fuel only in this, and the noise that it makes is worth every penny that you're gonna pay at the pump. She may be beautiful, she may have a little bit of roar to her, but this Levante is not the smallest, daintiest SUV you've seen. Let's talk about that. Well, you're looking at a length of 197 inches, a width without the side mirrors at 77.5 inches, and with the side mirrors at 85 inches. You also have a height of 66.1 inches. You have a wheelbase of 118.3 inches as well, with a curb weight of 4,550 pounds. So she's a little on the heavier side. For this part, I had to turn off the car because these things are so loud. You guys aren't going to be able to hear me over getting in the rear here. 20.5 cubic feet of space, 60/40 rear folding seats with a middle feed through for this. Now you can also take this little vent shade over. This is just privacy vent shade. Easily take this off right here, and that will give you a little bit more room on top, but it is to help cover up your belongings. Now with that said, you also have with this your accessory or convenience package or whatever you want to call it, but you get the Levante umbrella there. These are all additional features, and we'll see it in the price tag and on the sticker at the end of the video. You also have your cargo mat here as well, Maserati Trident cargo mat, help keep things clean back here. All right, and then underneath is where all the fun happens. So you lift this up, all right, you lift this up, and then you have the red hook. The red hook hooks here. Then once that hook's there, it's easy, it's convenient. I did it with one hand, all right? So part of that convenience package as well is the first aid kit, which you will see here with the Maserati Trident label on it. All right, so you have your first aid kit. You also have your front plate mount there as well, all right? Just in case you're in a country or state that needs a front plate. And you have your selection for tools here that you can put as extra stowage. Now, that's not the only thing, because we can lift this up easily again with one hand, move this out of the way, and now you have your spare tire, all right, your jack, toolkit, everything there, all right, and you also have your battery in the back as well. All right, so it's pretty convenient, pretty accessible, easy, practical. Like I said, I just did all this with one hand. All I need to do is grip it completely, twist it around, and there you go. I did it with the camera there. They make it super simple for you, and you can do that there and let this back down. Now there's a couple of ways you can close this rear hatch. You can close it by the button here, where you can just close it and lock it, All right, you can do the kick sensor as well and just kick underneath and close it. Now that's an additional option that we have for this Levante. You can also use the key fob. Now if I get the key fob out of my pocket, you'll be able to see that you have your normal stuff that you've seen before. All right, let me reach for it here. I wasn't prepared. All right, key fob here. As you can see, I accidentally just closed it anyways, but you can close it with the key fob here, pressing this twice. That was not planned, all right? And you have also a button in the inside on the top HUD to close it and open it as well. So there's a bunch of different ways you can close it. I mean, we even count where you can just pull the pull tab in there and close it as well. So there's actually 5 ways to close it and 4 ways to open it. Now we got pretty technical first about this Levante, but let's talk more about the exterior options. So key fob, as you guys have always seen, most solid key fob in the game. They've had these since 2014, so they've been ahead of the game on doing the key fob changes for cars like these. Unlock, lock, your trunk release, and your remote start with a physical key here, all right? And then for this Levante, the Gransport, all right, we already know that that blue metallic flake is shining through, making it look gorgeous. And then you have the Nerissimo package, all right, which blacks out everything pretty much, all right? So it makes everything darker. But with the Gransport package, it adds a little bit more flair. You have the spoiler up here that is body matched, all right? So right there, that Blu Emozione, it is done in that color for the spoiler. All right, for the Gransport model, you also get the colored door handles, body matched door handles, instead of them being done in chrome. All right, you also have, again, either if you have the Nerissimo package or the Gransport package, you'll get the black window moldings to go around the windows. All right, and then same thing with the Nerissimo package, you'll also get the black mirror caps. All right, but when you come around here, you have darker headlamps because of that Nerissimo package, all right? So it's kind of like a darker shade, like a tint there, all right? You also will notice with the Gransport that you have the housing done around the light for the fog light done in black, all right? Gloss black. For the Gransport, you also have the big side blades done in black. Looks a lot like a GTS or a Trofeo Levante, but the Trofeo Levante has it in carbon fiber, all right? And then that big lip to go across, it gives it that styling, that nice extra flair and touch with the Gransport package. The Gransport will also give you the big side vents as well, all right? And then the big front fascia as well with the Gransport package. And with the Nerissimo Gransport package, you also have the black gills right up front, all right? The grille is done in all black. Instead of it being chrome up front and black in the back, it is black completely. Now you do have the big trident. That big trident indicates that you have the level 2 autonomous driving assistance package, and that gives you all the great technology, which we'll go over in the sticker there. But this is your radar, this is your sensor, this is everything tucked away in here, and you do see the camera kind of shot away in the grill up there. Now, you do have the chrome up top. That doesn't change, all right? But it is a little bit darker than usual, all right? So with that all put together in the Matrix LED headlamps, this thing is a nice combo. Now the sun has gone away just a little bit. It will come back, but right now, this still looks pretty stealthy, but you can see, I'm glad the sun kind of went away because you can see the change in the color. When it's in the sun, it's definitely super bright, super metallic, super flaky. But when it's out of the sun, it almost like changes like a navy bluish purple kind of look. Now more to do with the Gransport package, you do have the body colored wheel wells here, all right, around the wheel wells is done in a body color. It's not done in the plastic black composite. Same with the side skirts, done in the body match color. You can see where the separation is. This is normally done in that black composite plastic, but you can see it is all body match going all the way down the line. And you will know you have a Gransport with that Gransport badge right there on the front fender. Now, going to the back, the trident here, all right, that is also smoked out. So it is not as bright and chrome as before, and that's part of the Nerissimo blackout package. Same with the Q4 badge. The SQ4, all right, all-wheel drive badge is smoked out, and your Maserati insignia, all right, smoked out. Your Levante logo, smoked out as well. So it gives it a nice little look to it, just to kind of change it up, kind of make it a little bit more stealthy. Now with the Gransport, you will always get with the Gransport the rear diffuser done in gloss black, all right? So you will see that in any Gransport model, a glossy black for the rear diffuser. We already talked about the exhaust, and for the Gransport, you get the more kind of, I guess, sportier, more exotic, more stylish exhaust here, where you have the honeycomb grill over them, and it just kind of gives it that better flair as far as the back bumper and the mold moldings and everything like that. Just kind of gives it a different look. It's not so tamed or held back or, you know, modest. It just kind of gives it that, you know, that more aggressive stance. Now, we can't not talk about these amazing looking wheels, 21-inch and tail wheels with the black center cap, all right, and you have blue calipers, all right. Now, it's not exactly the same blue color as the Levante, so that might throw some people off. It's more of a darker navy-ish blue than anything, and it may look a little bit better once the sun is gone. Right now the sun just came back out, as you can see, and it really shows the differences between the blues, because you can see here, if I move over here, you can see the difference between the blue colors. Even on this darkest shade here, or in the shadow, it's still brighter than the blue calipers with the white script there. But again, they look nice, just probably wouldn't be my choice of spec. Now, you do get the Brembo brakes, drilled rotors, 6-piston brakes. You do have the Pirelli Scorpion Verde tires as well for this car. Now, before we go inside, let's watch this thing in its active air suspension, lower and raise in real time. Off-road mode, you're gonna get your highest mode, and sport mode, you're gonna get your lowest, but I can adjust it to however I want. So I'm gonna go all the way up, all the way down. You'll be able to see it bounce up and down. I'm just gonna do this in real time, guys, so you can see. I'm not adjusting anything. I'm not messing with the camera. Actually, I'll mess with it to make sure you guys get a better view. And then that's it. Watch that wheel well there. Cool, right? I mean, just raises and lowers in real time. Sport mode, when you're hitting those curves, pretty good. But then once you want to take this thing off-road, I don't know who would, but once you want to take this thing off-road or over any curves or bumps, you can raise the suspension just like that. Now let's look at this interior, and no judgments because it has not been detailed yet. I always get to these cars before they're clean because I want to get them to you, especially since there's only 3 Levantes to choose from here at the dealership. Somebody's going to buy this pretty quickly once they do go to buy Levante. So with that said, hop right in. As you guys can see, we have dual pane glass windows here, super thick, and it's just for whenever you're not trying to make noise. You got the kids in the back, the baby's sleeping, you know, and Maserati exhausts are, you know, pretty raspy, pretty up there in volume, just on a normal day-to-day, especially in sport mode. But you can still have a good amount of fun and still enjoy your Maserati exhaust, but with the dual pane windows, keeps things a little bit quieter just in case you don't want to disturb anybody else while you're doing it. Now, as I said, you also have the hingeless free design for the doors, so I can open them and close them wherever I want. Doesn't have to be any specific spot. All right, that's a underrated feature. As you can see, Nero inside, all blacked out, guys. Just black on black on black. No contrasted stitching, no nothing, all right? So they kept it pretty chill, pretty simple with this spec. So what you're seeing is the Gransport interior. That includes this Gransport steering wheel, all right? Perforated leather on the side, the nice aluminum trim to go with the Gransport steering wheel as well. Maserati Trident that you get all the time. Those big Italian paddle shifters that are column mounted that you can just upshift and downshift whenever you're turning, because you always know where they are. You can always reach them. Let me tell you, they're fun, all right? You guys have seen me test these things out before, all right? Then on your steering wheel as well, you have your hill descent, you have your driver assistance packages and everything there, all right? You also have on the back your volume, where you can turn up the radio. We can change the radio on each side, so you can change the stations, turn up the volume. And then on this side, you have your menus, where you can scroll through your menus on your TFT screen up there. Voice control, hands-free, everything like that. You guys have seen all this before, but just want to go for a quick brief overview. All right, when we come down here below, we have those aluminum pedals from Maserati with the insignia on them. Dead pedal, brake pedal, gas pedal. All right, we do have our lighting controls here, our start-stop button there as well. All right, and we have our telescopic steering wheel that will move whenever we need to move up and down. just in case we need to do some adjustments. Now, with that said, you also have that TFT screen that I was talking about here, all right, where you can go through all your different options, stored messages, your radio, your start, stop, your drive mode, your fuel economy, your trip, everything like that is in here, your driver assistance. So there's tons of stuff, and you can actually go through the different menus by hitting enter, and it will go through different kind of slides on different kind of sub menus as well. Tire pressure there. This is one I always stay at there. As you can see, low fuel. We will not be driving this one today. We have our lights on and we have our fog lights on, which is why you see that light there, so you can see them lit up. What you're used to on the door paneling, all right, nice leather, all done up in black. All right, black stitching as well throughout the leather. Has a nice look to it, super smooth, super classy. I dig it. Harman Kardon sound system with this model, so you will see the Harman Kardon there and the Harman Kardon speaker there as well. And the black piano wood trim with the aluminum door lever there as well, and your seat memory there too, with the window switches, locks, and you have your mirror controls there for your side view mirror. All right, not too bad. Hopefully the air from the AC is not bothering you guys. It is hot as heck out here in the higher 90s, 90 degrees Fahrenheit here in Florida. So guys, I'm burning up. All right, Alcantara pillars. All right, you have a speaker there as well because you have that Harman Kardon sound system. Alcantara headliner and the big panoramic roof, which I already have open, all right? Had to let in that extra sunlight. You can keep this car from overheating by covering that up. It's big and thick, nothing gets through that. As far as the rest of your Gransport interior, leather all around, leather upper, leather here on the dash as well, leather over there over the glove box. You do have that black aluminum trim with the black piano wood there as well over the glove box. All right, you have your sport seats, big, wide, comfy seats done in black and black and black. I mean, even right here, you have the black there as well. And then you have the aluminum all the way in the back. No stitching on the headrest, which I love the stitching on the headrest. I wish they automatically came with that option, but it is not there. It kind of cheapens the look of the seat, to me at least. But these are heated and ventilated seats with natural drill leather in these seats. These are amazing. They're super comfortable. They keep you cold, they keep you warm, and they just keep you in place. Love those seats. All right, and then what you're used to, all right, Maserati touch control system, MTC Plus, the 8.4 inch, gives you everything you need. This is super simple. Yes, it may be super chill, you know, just a couple of pictures and buttons, but it works every time. It goes to each screen that I want it to, all right? It does whatever I press it to do, and it's not laggy, all right? It does it on touch. That is nice. You don't need to do everything on touch. Go down to the center console where you have your knob that you can go through each menu here just by whoop, 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 all right? Then your value control here, where you can have it here. You can have your value control on the screen, or you can have your value control behind the steering wheel as well, all right? Menu button and everything here as well. You have your hazards, all right? You also have your air suspension, so we did that. Raise and lower for your air suspension there. Your electric parking brake, all right? Your dampers, ooh, press that. You can soften the dampers if you want to. I mean, hey, Gransport, you gotta have a little bit more, right? Sport mode, we know what that does. Opens up those valves. Yes, yes, yes. Yes, all right. And then ice mode, increase efficiency, complete opposite of sport mode. More throttle, less throttle, all right? This saves on your fuel economy, best in, you know, cruise control or on the highway, you know, where you're not on and off the throttle. And then just leave both of those off for your everyday driving, your, you know, stop and go, traffic driving. Off-road mode, all right, that's gonna raise it up. Again, sport mode is going to lower it. And then you also have your traction control off, which you would turn that off as well. And then 2-track system for the ZF. All right, let me close the door because it's probably not gonna let me change gears with the door wide open, as it shouldn't. All right, so I want to go to neutral. Well, I'm in park, so can't do that. I have to press the trigger up front, and I'm in drive, but neutral, there we go. All right, let's see how well you guys can see that. Probably not too well. Let's go this way. All right, I can go from neutral to reverse, but I can't press it. Gotta press that trigger. Fail safe. Now I'm in reverse, all right? And then if I want to go into manual mode, move it to the side, downshift, upshift. Press park to go in park, just like that. You can also use your paddle shifters right off the back. That's automatic manual mode, all right? It's not full manual. It's only full manual when you move this all the way over. And you can use this to shift in full manual or the paddle shifters to shift in full manual. So just keep that in mind as well. All right, extra stowage. that's about it. You do have your USBs and everything under there. So your SD card, your aux, and you also have, can you see it? Can you see it? Can you see it? USB 2.0. It's tough, man. That glare sucks. All right. And then you have your cup holders there. All right, lighter there. And then your armrest split system setup, cup holders down there, and that will also let you be able to let a little bit of air in by using this trigger right here. I know you guys can't see it, but it's down there, and you can move that over left and right, and it will let airflow inside of here, just in case you want to keep your cappuccino cool. Now for the most part, we've talked about everything. I did mention this HUD back up here, all right, so where you can do your garage link control, your home link there. All right, you have your dome lights, reading lights, you have your trunk release, all right, so you can open up your trunk. All right, your parking sensors are up here, your sunroof, moonroof, whatever, you know, you have that all controlled through the top up here. So it's a pretty simple system, everything you guys are used to before. Let's hop in the back though, because you gotta see the space, right? Hopping in the back of the Levante, if I want to lock it, I can also press this lock button here. All right, same with here. Press the lock button here, and if I need to use my physical key from my key fob, well, it's pretty plain and simple. It's out there in the broad daylight. So let's open this up, see what kind of space we got back here. Now, I had this seat all the way back, so we'll be able to see if someone who needs to sit very comfortably up front will be able to seat someone who is 5'11" in the back without banging up their knees. So we'll keep your eyes on that. Okay, I got it correctly, right? Knee first, point it that way. Other leg first, and then bam. Now you can see my knee is brushing this a little bit, guys, just a little bit. All right, and again, this seat is all the way back. So keep that in mind, that if someone who is larger up front or who wants to sit very comfortably, sitting a grown adult back here might be a little uncomfortable for that adult. Now, obviously I can move my knee this way towards the center and move this knee over here towards the side, but again, if you have others back here, it might not be the situation in which you're able to do. But I have a little bit of leg room, but listen, look at this, my feet, I lift my feet up, they're right on the seat. All right, so someone who might be claustrophobic might have trouble back here if you have someone sitting all the way back comfortably. So keep that in mind. Same kind of love on the rear door panel as up front. Leather, 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 leather. It's all over the place. Then you have the Harman Kardon sound system, that speaker there, your black piano wood, aluminum trim, and then you have your heated seat option as well down here with that climate package, so you can turn on your heated seats. You press it once, both dots are on, that's the highest setting. Press it on one more time, then it's on its lowest setting, and then you turn it off. I do not want that heated seat on me right now. You also have an option on this. Can you guys see it? That door sill actually illuminates. All right, so this will light up once the door is open. Now it's hard to see in the daylight, but this Maserati door sill actually lights up. Looks really cool. Just a nice little flair that you have for this car, but it's not necessarily needed, so it is an option. You do have right here your HVAC vents. Very poorly done in the back. I've always said, unless you get the Quattroporte executive package, the Ghibli and the Levante don't really do a good job back here. It's super standard. You know, I mean, your standard plug for charging, your USB plug for charging, and then your two HVAC vents, but there's no style back here. Even that little aluminum lip and this little chrome piece just doesn't really do it for me. You got your nets here for, you know, any extra stowage. And then you look at the seats, because the seats put off the same flavor as before. The bucket seats, the naturally drilled leather, all right, perforated. I mean, it looks good. Again, I want those headrests to have stitching done. That's an additional option, but I wish it came standard. And then you talk about in the center here, you have your center feed through. This is just plastic, or you know, whatever, styrofoam, whatever you call this stuff. But it is here because this car has not been detailed and it's brand new. So detail, we'll get to this, but you do have your cup holders there with the aluminum trim. This does look nice in this area, but I wish that this was a fold piece where you can have a little extra stowage underneath here in the armrest, but you do not have that. You also have in the center your center feed through as well in case you need to get back to the trunk. But other than that, they keep it pretty simple back here. Great materials, but I feel like the design could be executed a little bit more with the styling and then with the space in the rear. All right, so here's the big reveal. The MSRP after options of this 2020 Levante S Gransport. Blu Emozione, all right, with the Nero interior. You have a starting price of $91,990. $690 US. After options are added on, you're looking at $101,699. That is a big chunk of change. Now keep in mind that the destination charge is $1195 and the preparation and delivery is $300. So that's actually almost pretty much $1,500 extra onto this price. Now with that said, it's still just $199 over, or sorry, a little bit more than $199, $204 over $100,000. All right, so even without this, you're still getting a $100,000 price tag, just a little bit over. So yeah, what makes this a $101,000 Maserati Levante? Well, let's start at the additional options. Climate pack, which includes the heated rear seats and heated washer nozzles. That's a $300 option. Then you're talking about that kick sensor to kick underneath the trunk lid and open it up. That is a $500 option. The Nerissimo pack to black it all out, $1,100. The blue brake calipers, that's at $300. The Mica paint, which gives it that metallic flake, at $1,000. The 21-inch Inteo black staggered wheels, $1,800. Now this is the big one here, the full natural drill leather seats, $2,900. And the illuminated steel door sill, $250. Now you also have your accessories, your first aid roadside kit, $50, all right? Pretty much $50, $49. Your sunshade, $150. Your umbrella, $90. And your luggage compartment mat at $75. So that's a big chunk on your additional options. It is not the most expensive Levante you can get for the S or SQ4 models. Now let's go over the standard options up here that you guys are used to seeing on these Levantes, but you gotta list it out just to see exactly what we have, just to narrow it down. So I'll go over these slowly because it's too many to list, but there's a lot of stuff like the Q4 all-wheel drive intelligence system, active air suspension, skyhook performance suspension, limited slip diff, your 8.4-inch Maserati Touch Control Plus, Harman Kardon audio, Apple CarPlay, Android Auto, I mean everything here, Brembo brakes, the keyless entry, the dual zone climate control. There's a lot of stuff to look over there, so make sure you guys give that a good glance so you see everything that comes with this amazing SUV. Guys, so let me know, what do you think about this Maserati Levante 2020 SQ4 Gransport Edition? Is it worth the $101,000 price tag for you guys? All right, is this a Levante spec that you would pick up? I mean, it's pretty hot. I love this thing. There are better specs out there, but I'm gonna put credit where credit is due. This is an amazing looking, amazing sounding machine, and it actually does what you need it to do from a day-to-day basis. Now, are there other SUVs on the market that have more? Yes, but are they Maseratis? Do they provide the kind of lifestyle, the luxury living, all right, everything that the prestige and history that Maserati provides when you get into these vehicles? Probably not. So you guys have to decide whether it is worth it to you to pay $101,000 for this type of vehicle, this type of lifestyle. Now, if you guys did enjoy the video today, make sure you give it a thumbs up. If you get a thumbs up, helps get it up in the rankings, more people can see it, and we can have a bigger discussion on this 2021 Maserati Gransport SQ4. And with that said, in case you guys want to help support the channel, you can always check the links down below. I have a one-time link donation for my PayPal. In case you guys want to donate $1 or $2 to the channel, you can always do that. I appreciate your support. Also check out the Patreon and become a monthly subscriber as well. Or you can check out the Ron's Rise merch. We can get a Ron's Rise t-shirt, Ron's Rise stickers, Ron's Rise hoodies, Ron's Rise coffee mugs, everything, you name it. Make sure you check that out as well. And you can follow me on social media, Facebook, Snapchat, Instagram, Twitter. See what I'm posting on the Ron's Rise channel. The people knew about this video while I was filming it. Everybody who's following me already knew that this was going to be coming out. So it's a way to post things that doesn't always make it to the channel. And some things that just kind of gives you an early sneak peek. So make sure you follow me on there as well. But with that said, you guys be blessed. Have a great day. Be safe. And we will talk to you guys in the next Ron's Rise video. Peace.